Now, in a project manager role, there are politics, power, and you'll need to understand both of those things in order to get things done in an organization. Leadership and management are basically about getting things done, but to do that, a project manager needs to understand how an organization works. So what is the culture and what's the unwritten laws of getting things done? And that will give you a higher chance of success. And that's where you need to have some of that emotional intelligence to understand the politics and the power sources and how to use those to your advantage to influence and guide and help deliver that business value as a project manager. Now, there's a great list from the PMBOK guide on the types of power that you will come across. And you've got positional power, where you're directly in the position of power as a manager or a leader. Informational power, where you have information and you don't need to share that with everyone. They need to come to you for that information. Referent power, where you're saying, oh, the CEO asked me to do this, so everyone gather around and let's get this done because the CEO has asked that this is done immediately. So we're referring to someone else's credibility or situation. Situational power, where maybe there's a crisis involved and now all of a sudden we have more power because we need to really urgently get something done. Now, there's a huge list here. Personal power, using charm and attraction. Relational, using your network of people. Expert, basically you have expertise in a certain area. Rewards, where you can give rewards in certain things and that makes people want to do things for you. Coercive, maybe you can say, oh, this will happen, something bad will happen if you don't do this, and you're coercing people into doing what you need. Ingratiating, so you're using flattery. Oh, look how wonderful, you're doing such a great job, you're a wonderful person because you're helping me out. So these things, this is a type of power. And all of these are so valid. You'll find that when you're aware of these, you'll see them more and more and more in your own workplace and even in your day-to-day life, within your family, within your friendship groups even. It's really great to be aware of. You've got pressure-based, so limiting that freedom. Guilt-based, for example, maybe you did something for them and now you're putting a bit of guilt on or pressure on. Persuasive, just simply providing the right arguments. And lastly, avoiding, where you're simply refusing to participate. And that can certainly get some people out of doing work for a little while, but usually it catches up with people. Now, these types of power will be on the PMP exam. You'll usually find these in some way, shape or form, simply because they're part of everyday life and getting things done. Now, there are different personalities that you'll come across in your life as a project manager as well. And they are authentic. You might have courteous or creative or cultural, where you're measuring the sensitivity to others' cultural values, for example. Emotional, being able to perceive others' emotions quite easily. Intellectual, which is just human intelligence. And management practice. Then you've got political, so understanding the political environment and political intelligence and when and how to make things happen. Service-oriented, where we're serving others, maybe as a servant leader, we're leading through our service to our team, for example. Then social and systemic, where we're understanding the need to build systems around things and ways of work and making it easier for people through processes as opposed to just forcing things through.